Quite often, leadership involves different levels of power and authority. But when you're a young leader, often you feel like you're at the bottom. Thus, you lack the ability to make things happen. In this episode, we're diving into leadership skills that many people overlook, especially as young leaders, and that's the ability to lead up. That is the ability to influence people who have more power, more authority, or experience than you do. It's not about manipulating or challenging authority. It's about working respectfully with leaders to help them see your ideas, solve problems, and improve the team. This is a vital skill. Yet most kids won't get to positions of authority until they're older. So what we want to do is we learn how to lead up, to influence people with influence. This will contribute to their success and help them be more effective. My mentor, John Maxwell, said, leadership is not about titles, positions, or flowcharts. It's about one life influencing another. In this session, we're going to explore why leading up is so important and how you can teach your child this skill in a way that they'll understand, along with practical activities to practice at home.
Welcome to another edition of KidLead Academy training series with Dr. Alan E. Nelson, designed to help parents develop their children to lead so they can succeed. And now, here's Alan.
Many kids feel powerless in structured environments, whether it's school, sports, or even family rules. But teaching them how to lead up gives them a sense of agency and problem-solving skills they can use for life. Research shows that when people respectfully share ideas with leaders, entire teams benefit. Young leaders who learn this early develop confidence, resilience, and critical thinking skills that set them apart. Harvard Business Review reported that employees offering constructive feedback and ideas to leaders are 89% more likely to see team improvements. Studies show that youth who practice sharing ideas with adults are 60% more confident in leadership roles. Beth Rivas said, "Power isn't control, it's strength and giving it to others. A leader isn't someone who forces others to make them stronger. A leader is someone willing to give their strength to others." You see, kids can build their strength by helping those in charge lead more effectively. Someone said young people willing to push superiors to think differently can change the world faster than those who simply wait their turn. Kids don't have to wait to make an impact. Challenging ideas respectfully is how real change happens. Alice Walker said the most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. You see, influence doesn't come from a title, but from confidence, ideas, and action. Kids should know their words and actions hold power. Here are some practical applications for teaching leading up to your young leaders. Number 1, the problem solver exercise. The goal is to teach kids to approach authority figures with solutions, not just complaints. Here's how to use it. When your child has a frustration, whether it's about school, sports, or home life, help them brainstorm a solution-oriented way to bring it up. Encourage them to frame their request in a way that helps the person in charge rather than just pointing out a problem. For example, instead of saying to a teacher, "Hey, recess is too short, it's not fair," try, "I understand there's a limited time for recess, but could we try rotating play areas so everyone gets a turn?" Here's why it works. Because leaders listen more to those who come with well thought out solutions. This skill is golden in the workplace too. A second thing you can do is framing positively. The goal is to teach kids how to share ideas respectfully without sounding critical. Here's how to use it. You can role play situations where they can reframe negative statements into constructive feedback. Teach them to start with something positive and then offer their suggestion. For example, instead of, "Hey, this group project is so unfair, I don't like my role," try, "I like how you divided the tasks, but do you think we could switch roles next time to play everyone's strengths?" Here's why it works. Adults are more likely to listen when kids communicate in a constructive way. This skill makes them stronger negotiators and team players. A third practical idea is to ask great questions. The goal is to teach kids to ask open-ended questions that get leaders thinking. Here's how to use it. Encourage your child to use what if or how could we questions to introduce ideas. Show them how to ask questions that guide discussions rather than just give options. For example, if a coach is struggling to organize practice, your child might ask, "What if we had a quick meeting before practice to go over the drills? It might save time later." Here's why it works. Because good leaders don't just give answers, they ask smart questions. And a fourth practical idea is model leading up in family life. The goal is to show your kids how you influence leaders in your life. For example, share real examples of times you respectfully influenced your boss or teacher or pastor or community leader. Explain why your approach worked or didn't and what you learned from it. For example, you might say, "Hey, at work I suggested an easier way to schedule meetings and my manager appreciated the input. It wasn't my job, but I saw a way to help." Here's why it works. Because kids learn by example. When they see you leading up, they realize it's a skill they can practice too. You see, leading up is about empowering your child to make differences, no matter their role in a group. By teaching them to share ideas respectfully, solve problems constructively, and influence leaders positively, you're giving them the tools to succeed in any environment. Please check out our online parenting course, KidLead Academy. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this episode helpful, share it with another parent. Remember, if you want your child to succeed, develop them to lead.